Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Minipla Zenkai Gattai Series 03 Kaizoku Gattai TwoKaiOh set from Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Now, it's a bit of a mouthful, but basically this is the Minipla version of TwoKaiOh. He can form the Katana form and the Riki form. You can see the lineup over here. You also have the TwoKaiOh form, and then you get two adorable little versions of Riki and Katana. And that is basically the lineup. The first three boxes are going to be used for TwoKaiOh, and then the fourth box has all the accessory pieces here. So these come in the little set boxes. So really nice artwork here on the front. Over here on this side, we have some more artwork, all the different forms and everything. Over here, just kind of your boring warnings and whatnot. And then here on the back, again, we see little Katana, we see little Riki. We see TwoKaiOh, then the two little forms that they both ride, and then of course their respective robot forms. And there's also the cannon form here. So pretty much everything the DX version can do, you can do here with the Minipla, which is pretty cool. A little bit more artwork on the top here. TwoKaiser featured very prominently. If we go ahead and open this up, we'll take a look at the individual boxes inside. There are only 4. So shows the lineup. You have the first 3 boxes forming TwoKaiOh, and then again all the little accessories in the last box. So if for some reason you really just wanted the little versions of Riki and Katana, you could absolutely just buy the 4th box and not worry about the rest. But I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, it can do just about everything that the DX version can do. And then the cover of these, I'm assuming, are the same. Oh, no, I'm wrong. We have the Riki form on the last 2. That's pretty cool. So you have 2 for Katana and 2 for Riki, so they get equal representation here on the boxes, which is pretty cool. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get these all put together, and then we'll take a closer look. So here's everything fully stickered and assembled. We got TwoKaiOh over here, and actually he wasn't too bad to put together. Stickers weren't too bad either, honestly. You have some stickers here around the side, a little bit here on the front, one on the back on each side. You have the eyes for the croc here. The only part that actually had the most stickers on the body here were these 2 segments here. This is all multiple stickers here, the blue and the silver, and then these are individual stickers here for the red. But overall, not too bad. The stickers were really the worst on the 2 little guys, but they came out pretty good. So here is little Riki. This was actually a couple different stickers down here. A couple stickers here for the head. Now he's got side-to-side swivel. He's got a ball joint in each hand. And then the feet can swivel side to side. So pretty much the same articulation as the DX one. He's got the big Gatling gun piece on his back. And you can just unpeg that here like so very easily. And then peg that back in. And then here is Katana. He looks pretty cool. This is one sticker here on the front, one sticker for the face, one sticker here for the crest. Then you have a couple different stickers here for the silver on the blade. But it came out pretty good. And then that just pegs into the back as well. He has the same articulation as Riki. Head, swivel, ball joint for the hands, and then the feet can rock side to side. They give you alternate heads for actually forming the robots. There's a decent amount of stickers here. The face was one big sticker down here and then one on the top. That was kind of difficult, but these on the side weren't too bad. Now they make it look like it has the Riki head on the back because that's how the DX one works. It swivels around, but you don't put any stickers here on the back. And then here is the Katana robot head. Not too bad. One here and one on the crest. And then this red up here is a sticker on the gold piece. So not too bad there. So we'll put the 2 heads off to the side. And I also want to do a quick little size comparison with, this is Change Hero TwoKaiser. I'm assuming the Soto one, or Yudo one rather, will be about the same. So they scale pretty well together, I have to say. It's about how big they are on the show in comparison to TwoKaiser. So that works pretty well. Just wanted to show that off real quick. Alright, so I'm going to put these guys off to the side as well. And we'll take a quick look at TwoKaiOh here and all his different features. Honestly, the transformation and everything works very similarly to the DX one if you've experienced that at all. You can open and close the croc mouth. You can slide this piece out to attach either Ricky or Katana there, and then slide him. You can flip this part open to make that all work, so we'll try that out in a minute. But that's pretty cool. You can actually kind of turn the croc head side to side, which is really just articulation for the robot mode, and I can't seem to, oh, because this is open still, I have to close that back up. But you can kind of tilt the head up, you can kind of tilt the head down. This piece can swivel as well, again, really for the robot mode. And then we can take this apart into the two different vehicles. So you literally just take this apart, and here is the bike mode. You can put the little kickstands down so it can stand. No problem there. And then here's the little sled piece. You just kind of flip that up. And then we will take Katana here as he rides this. Just peg him on there. And then we will take Ricky and peg him on there. You can see there are two pegs right there. So we'll just peg him on. Now you might have to twist the feet a little bit to get them in the right angle so that they'll peg on. But you can move them side to side, so it's no big deal. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get everything to line up, just because you really have to make sure that the feet are swiveled correctly. Alright, you kind of want them at a bit of a 45-degree angle. But I swear this will work eventually. There we go. And then he's got the little handlebars here, so you can kind of move the hands up to make it look like he's riding. So that's pretty cool. So you do have those two vehicle modes. Whoop, let's close this back up. So again, just like the DX one, you can also do the cannon mode. So if we take Ricky off and remove his little gun and put him off to the side, and then we will take Katana here and take his little blade off, and then this just pegs here on top like so. You're going to peg this back on here, and then we're going to put these back down, and then you just fold down the leg 90 degrees, open up the mouth, and then actually what you're going to do is this is actually going to be the fist in the robot mode. You just kind of rotate that 90 degrees and then peg this in to the fist, and then there is your cannon mode. Now these guys don't peg in, but you can just kind of sit them here just like the DX. They didn't peg into the DX either. But there you go. There's your little cannon mode. So transforming TwoKaiOh into the robot mode, very simple. Honestly, it works exactly like the DX. We're just going to swivel this around like so for both of the legs. And we'll do the Katana version first. So we'll fold this down and then rotate this at the waist. If these flaps are up, just kind of push them back down. Now for these pieces, they kind of tell you to leave them out like this. I kind of like to put them all the way down so that they kind of look more like feet. It's completely up to you, whatever you want to do with that. It is your discretion. You do have some foot tilt here, so you can kind of, if you decide to spread these out a little bit, you can use the foot tilt to stabilize, and that works pretty well. We're going to, now if we want to do this properly, I guess, we should open this up and then open up the croc mouth, pull this out. We will grab Katana here, and we will peg him on the side here. Now the thing is, it doesn't actually slide all the way through, so this is really just to kind of simulate it, but you can kind of make it look like he's sliding in there and then slide this through. Now there might be some clearance issues. I think you have to have that all the way up, but there's also not really far for him to go, so it's really just to kind of simulate it because it doesn't slide all the way through. So most of the time I don't bother with that, but you can do it just to show that they kind of simulated that there. But you're going to put this up and kind of put this at a 45-degree angle. Now with the hand here, this comes down, and then you can actually swivel this around so you get an elbow joint, and then swivel the hand. We're going to open up these panels here and flip them down. Now we're going to take Katana and we're going to pop his head off and just kind of put that off to the side. Now he's got a peg hole there in the middle between the 2 feet, and there is a large peg right there. So that's just to drop him down, and then he just kind of sits there. You're going to flip this around and down. We're going to bring Ricky in. And again, we got to make sure those feet are at the right angle, because then we've got to peg him in here, just like if you were pegging Katana into the vehicle mode. Then we're going to take the blade and peg this into the top of his head. Now with this gun, if you want, you could have him hold it in his hand. That is possible. Or they tell you just to go ahead and store it on this peg here on the back. So we'll do that. And then we're going to take our new head that we got separately and pop that on there. And there we have TwoKaiOh Katana. And I think the head looks really good. I'm going to try to zoom in here so we can see this a little better. Now that's on a ball joint, so that can kind of move around, but you will kind of move the Katana body around a little bit, especially if you try to go from side to side. You can see it moving around there, so not a big deal, but that does happen. You do have a swivel here in the shoulder, as well as some out to the side movement, which is nice. Same over here. Again, you have a swivel up top. You have the 90-degree bend, technically a little more than 90 degrees. You can do a 180 there. You have a swivel where the black meets the elbow joint, and then you can actually swivel the wrist as well. You have a waist swivel. These little panels here can flip up so that you can kind of kick all the way forward if you want. You can kind of kick out to the side. You have a thigh swivel. You don't have anything as far as knees, which is a bit of a bummer. But then again, you have that foot tilt like I showed off earlier. And it would have been nice if they would have given us an elbow. I guess technically you can bend it this way to get an elbow. Kind of. But then the blade's kind of misaligned. But again, you can always kind of swivel that around if you want. So you can do a little bit like that. But then you're going to see, you know, all of Ricky just hanging out there. So that's up to you. But you do kind of have that movement if you want it. But yeah, overall, I think he looks pretty good. He's got a good amount of articulation. And you don't have too much hanging off the back, which I appreciate. Switching it up to the Ricky version, we're going to go ahead, pull him all the way out. We will take the head off and then kind of put him off to the side. Actually, I guess we have to reattach his normal head. Then we will detach Ricky here. Take the blade off, detach his head. And then we're going to spin this around and drop him in. And he will peg in the bottom there the same way. We will pop on the new head. Take this off. Spin the waist around 180. Now with the arm here, you have some options. Now the way you're supposed to do it, you're supposed to take the hand off. This is starting to come apart. Spin this back around like this, and then this will close all the way over top of it. And you can kind of, use that shoulder to kind of angle it a little bit. And then you're going to take this, attach Katana here. Got to make sure the legs line up correctly so we can peg him in. And then we will peg the Gatling gun into his head. Like so. And there you go. You have the Ricky version. Basically all the same articulation because it's really the same body, just kind of spun around. So nothing new there. I do like the head though. I think that looks pretty good. They did a nice job with it. It's a lot of stickers, but as long as you can get everything to go on. The face was kind of difficult to do. But other than that, I think he looks pretty cool. And I really like the color scheme for him. The silver and the blue really pop. Now, if you want, just like with the DX version, you can kind of open this up a little bit. You can put that fist back in. Now, unfortunately, it is always going to kind of face the wrong way. So, that's a problem. But you can kind of connect this. And if you want, you could leave this up. If you want to leave it, I kind of like to leave it almost like a little cape piece. And then still have the hand here. And then give him something like that. It's a little hollow here on the back of the hand, as you can see. But from far away, you really can't tell. I mean, even just kind of looking at it straight on, you really can't tell. Obviously, he's not going to be able to equip this in any way. Oh, we should probably close this up. But yeah, I mean, if you have some, playability there, depending on what configuration you like. I personally like to see the hand. I kind of, like I said, I like this to hang down as a cape piece and then just kind of have the hand. But if you want to completely just have the croc hand, you can. That is the official configuration, but I kind of like the look of this. But I really like both modes. Both color schemes are really great, and great articulation, honestly. I think the robot modes really work. You get a little bit more articulation than the DX version as far as, you have actually hip movement, you have some thigh swivels. Still nothing in the knee because of the way it connects. But overall, yeah, I'm really happy with the robot mode for both of these. So honestly, I think this is a pretty great set. I really think it's the most successful Minipla set out of the 3 that have been released so far. I just think it works really well. It holds together really well. You don't have a ton of extra pieces you need to swap out. I mean, at the end of the day, when you pick a form, you only have the 2 other heads to kind of put somewhere and make sure you don't lose. Everything else really stores on the robot, and it's a really nice level of articulation. I mean, the others had nice articulation as well, but you still had a lot of pieces in the way. You had either like the animal legs or the other various pieces, just kind of hanging off in random places. This robot's actually pretty clean, and with this mode as opposed to the DX, you have a lot more articulation, which is really nice. So I really like both forms. Color schemes are great, heads look good. Stickers applying weren't too terrible. It was really mostly just kind of doing the heads and the little robots. They were the worst as far as stickers because they had a lot of, weird surfaces to get them to like apply to and look good, but it all worked out. I think he actually looks really good. So I definitely recommend this one. Like I said, I think it is the most successful of the 3 so far, but we'll have to wait and see what comes down the pike. But yeah, really like this set. Definitely recommend it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.